Hey, what's up everybody? This is Royce from Pedal Metal. Welcome to my channel. Today we'll be reviewing Matchbox's new Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG 6x6. And then I'll do I have a feeling it's going to be a comprehensive detailed job for this. But we'll see. Maybe I can hopefully get this done in under 15 minutes. So we'll go ahead here and check this out. I had issues finding this in my hometown here. I'm not sure exactly why. I guess it's just because it's such a popular casting, and so it took a while till it popped up. So we'll go ahead and I ended up getting 2 of them. So we'll open up the worst pack here, and there's the front artwork. It's very, very cool. And then this is geared for the ultra rich. Obviously this is a very expensive vehicle, if you can even find one. These are I think they're like $511,000, something like that, and people want already close to $1 million for them, selling pre-owned. But the motor is a 5.5 liter V8 twin turbo, and it's a 544 horsepower and 560 foot-pounds of torque. So it's a beastly truck. I originally was thinking it was a 6.3 liter V8 twin turbo because it's called a 63. But that's not the case. I looked it up and Googled it, and it's a 5.5 liter, which kind of surprised me. I thought for sure it'd be a 6.3. I think Matchbox though chose they have a winner here. The casting is really, really well done on it. It's got a lot of details. I think this is something that's going to appeal to both adults and children, just because it's so different. The tampos are great on this. This here at the belt line, this black stripe is very accurate. I mean, I could do without this Matchbox logo there, but it's nothing that's off-putting or anything. The tampos look great. The taillight tampos, though, for whatever reason, the reference photos I have up on Google do not look like this, so I might end up just doing those all in red. And they have V8 badging here on the front fenders. But if you've ever seen one of the G-Wagons in person, which I think that design's been around since the 70s, they're very tall and boxy. But adding this back end here, I think the truck back end, it's different. It's very unique. And as you know, the Arabs are going to go nuts over these. I'm sure that, people have money going crazy over them. So we'll get started here, and that's it in its stock form there. I'll go ahead and get cracking here with this. So I want to try my gray marker first and see how. Get my alcohol out here a while too. Not for me to consume. I like to keep some rubbing alcohol nearby, so in case you do go out of bounds, you can just hit it with a Q-tip. Do you guys call them Q-tips outside of America? I don't know. Swab, I guess you want to say, cotton swab. See there, I got a little bit out. This light bar in the front, that's going to have to be all black. There's a lot of nooks and crannies I'll need to fix here. The wheels I'd like to change. Now what I was doing after I hit it with this gray Gundam marker, that's what I was using. It's a GM002. And these can be found off of eBay because I don't have any stores around here to sell them. I went back, here's one side that you can see here where I didn't tone it down. This side and like the hood lines, you can see I toned it down with some rubbing alcohol. So what I did is just went back, kind of hit that. You don't want it to be slopping wet, but just kind of go over it. And even though these markers say they're for plastic only, believe me, they will stick to this metal. They are very difficult. It's very difficult to get back off. So if you don't like this, I would recommend not using them. Obviously, they're not as bad as Sharpie markers, but they are hard to get off. So if you don't like this look, which is not for everybody, I understand that, but I like it because it makes it look like you can open the doors then. That's why I've always preferred to do that, do it this way. But like I said, it's not for everybody. So don't, you don't have to go off of what I'm doing. You do your own thing. Sometimes finger oils too will help kind of tone the lines down. So here's one in the back here, the tailgate. I didn't do that yet, so here I'll show you. Here we'll tone it down. I did find another reference photo here on Google where those taillights, when they're lit up, they do appear to be like the way the tampo is on this Matchbox. So I'll probably just leave those alone. This center part here, I don't know if it's a camera or what this is. That should be black. I'm using micron marker here for that. This should be black. And I've been using these for 25 years, these micron markers. They still sell them, I'm pretty sure, at like Michael's and other places. And you can get them really cheap. They're made in Japan as well, but you can get them really cheap off of eBay. And they're good. This one's a .30, but if you do the door lines or something in black for like a darker colored car, I would recommend using the .25. This one here, instead of breaking the paint out, because not everybody has paint at their house, which I understand. You have to make sure you don't get your fingers anywhere near this until it fully cures. That light bar, I'm just going to use some of my Tamiya paint. This is acrylic Tamiya, just their standard black X1. I don't know if you can still find this in many towns. Most likely you would have to get it off of eBay, unfortunately, because I don't know about where you guys are at, but where I'm at here, sure as heck there's no hobby shops anymore, unfortunately. I think the internet kind of killed that, and people stopped building models. I mean, I think it's coming back a little bit, which is a good thing, but this flows really well. I'm just using rubbing alcohol to thin down. You can buy, Tamiya has their own thinner, but I don't use that. I just use rubbing alcohol. But the light bar appears to be, from the photos, to be carbon fiber, much like I believe the fenders are carbon fiber on the real vehicle. But there's two LED strip lights there on the top, and you just have to be vigilant on where those are at when you're painting this. You could go back, which is probably what I'll end up having to do. You could probably go back and just paint those in silver, which is probably what I'll end up doing if I paint over top of those, which looks like I may end up doing here by accident. Not by accident, but I mean on purpose. 'Cause, well, we'll see here or there. Maybe I can make it work. I think I'm going to do the mirrors black just for something different. Mainly, most of the photos I see they're body color, but hell with it. This is my car. I'll do what I want with it. So we're going to do them in carbon fiber. That's the fun thing about these. You do what you want to do. Don't do what everyone else wants you to do. Just go ahead and do as you see fit. Oop, and got black paint on there somewhere. And then I'll use my chrome marker for the mirrors there. I haven't used those in a while. They come in handy for mirrors, but many of these cars, when you're doing them, they don't have mirrors at this scale. The roll bar is just silver enamel from Testers. Nothing special. It's called metallic silver. I do have aluminum here somewhere. Just gonna freehand this. I've been trying to decide what I want to do about the wheels. Thinking of ditching those white stripes on the wheels. I'm not sure yet. That's already looking pretty cool, just doing that in silver. If you didn't have a chrome marker right now, like this could be a good time. I could just hit those side mirrors quick. Boy, I'm shaky though. I had some of my morning tea there. No, it's not hot tea like you English guys drink. I mean, I used to drink a lot of hot tea, but when I was a kid, or if I'm sick, but I make my own iced tea that's lightly sugared up, and I think that's what just gave me the shakes all of a sudden. Like I said, this is the bad part, is trying to do this and not get your hand in another part of it that you just painted, because you spend time on this, you don't want to get it all messed up. But when I film these, I usually do them in one shot, just because I don't really have a lot of time to be dragging it out. You could tape off right here along the roof, which I would probably recommend, because it's a straight shot. Christ, I am really shaky too right now. But I am gonna just go ahead and drag across there. There, it's not too bad. There's no stopping, just drag and don't stop. Coming up to the big toy show here in York, Pennsylvania. So if any of you guys live near here, I recommend, if you've never been to it, it's at the York Fairgrounds, and it's always the Sunday after Thanksgiving, and it's the second largest toy show in the United States, so it's pretty impressive. If you've never been to it, it's something to see. And it's all kinds of toys. It's not just die-cast cars. They also have, you know, a lot of Barbie stuff and things like that for other kids, and they have all kinds of stuff. But I'm looking forward to it. Every year I look forward to it. The one job I had a couple years ago, I couldn't go. I couldn't go because I had to work on a Sunday. And I think that was the first time I missed it in like 30 years of going. I've been going to it since I was a little kid. I think since like 1980 or 81, I think I've been going to it with my father. So it's a really impressive event. So if you've ever been to something like that, I highly recommend it. Now, let me take a break from this. We'll let that dry and I'll come back. Looks pretty neat though so far. Okay, I think I'm wrapping this up now. I think it turned out pretty cool. This will definitely go in my case of favorites. We'll go ahead and spin it around and take a look at it. You might notice that there's quite a bit of changes to it from the stock form. Now I did get rid of the white outlines on the rims. I didn't care much for that. So I went over those. Basically, I just went over the whole wheel as carefully as I could with the black paint. And then also did the rim in the back, just so it would match when they dry. But other than that, didn't really do too much else to it since you saw it last. I did add the silver for the the LED light bars on the roof. I had to tape this down just so it doesn't go wandering off of the stand here. So if you see a glob of yellow tape under it, that's what that is. I also did the two black fender vents on the front, since you might have seen it last. Other than that, really didn't do a whole lot. I think to make it look, give it some visual interest. So there you go. So hopefully you guys liked it and enjoyed as much as I enjoyed doing this. So it's something you can duplicate at home very easily. So there you go. That's the Mercedes G63 AMG 6.6. That's what $900 and some $1,000 will get you here in America if you want one. I think that's about what they're selling for. So there you go. So thanks for checking it out, and make sure you guys subscribe if you want to keep up with up to date with my videos when they come out. I'm gonna try to do a couple per week. We'll see how it goes. I try to do 2 or 3. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch and commenting and staying abreast of what's going on in the diecast world. So until next time, we'll see you guys later. All right, bye now.